Hailie Deegan, once hailed as a beacon of hope for aspiring female drivers in the male-dominated world of motorsports, has unfortunately come to be regarded by many as a cautionary tale rather than an inspiration. Despite initial excitement surrounding her entry into professional stock car racing, Deegan's performance on the track has failed to live up to the lofty expectations placed upon her, leading to concerns about the message she sends to young female drivers. On the other hand, Deegan's career trajectory has been hampered by uneven results and repeated mishaps that have generated concerns about her talents behind the wheel, even though it initially seemed to be moving in a favorable direction. Even though she's shown glimpses of talent in competitions like the NASCAR K&N Pro Series West and the ARCA Menard Series, her overall track record has been unimpressive. She's been involved in several accidents, had mechanical issues, and finished in a manner that was not very impressive. Furthermore, Deegan's behavior both on and off the track has been the subject of criticism, which has further degraded her reputation as a role model for female drivers. Her actions have often been characterized as immature and unprofessional, and they've reinforced negative perceptions about women in racing rather than tearing them down. These prejudices have been reinforced by social media scandals as well as disputes that have occurred on the track. As a result of Deegan's attempts to establish herself as a competitive force in a sport where possibilities for female drivers are already restricted, doubts have been made concerning whether or not women can achieve success in top-tier racing series. Skeptics contend that the fact that she's unable to consistently perform at a high level simply helps to strengthen the impression that women do not possess the knowledge or temperament necessary to compete with their male counterparts to the same degree. The 2024 Xfinity Series season has been dubbed the Year of the Rookies, with 5 fresh faces making a significant impact on the feeder series. Among these rising stars are the standout talents like ARCA champion Jesse Love and 3-time Supercars champion Shane Van Gisbergen, both poised to challenge the established veterans of the sport. However, amidst this impressive rookie class, one driver has attracted attention for reasons beyond her racing prowess: Hailie Deegan, the sole female competitor in the series. Deegan entered the Xfinity Series with high expectations following her success in NASCAR's third-tier series. However, unlike her rookie counterparts, who have quickly made their presence felt on the track, Deegan's journey has been fraught with challenges and setbacks. Throughout her rookie campaign, she's been plagued by a series of incidents, ranging from mechanical failures to being innocently caught in on-track wrecks. One such incident occurred during the race at Phoenix, where Deegan's day ended prematurely after a string of unfortunate events. With 64 laps remaining in the Phoenix race, Deegan brushed the wall with her right rear, prompting NASCAR to issue a caution. While some questioned the necessity of this caution, Deegan soldiered on, only to be ensnared in further incidents later in the race. Despite her efforts to salvage a respectable finish, Deegan found herself entangled in the aftermath of a major wreck, resulting in yet another disappointing result. Following her early exit from the race, Deegan expressed frustration with the challenges she faced on the track, particularly with navigating the turns. Despite these struggles, there remains a glimmer of optimism within the AM Racing team, who continue to believe in Deegan's potential. They remain committed to her development and eventual success in the series, despite the rocky road ahead. In the aftermath of the race, Deegan's post-race interview with Bob Pockrass revealed the complexities she encountered behind the wheel. She stated, "Struggling with the turn but getting better. We are making progress on it. Just a problem with that, trying to make it to the end of the race. Just got caught too high up in the dirt." They see her as a key part in their future plans, envisioning a day when they can expand to 2 full-time teams in the Xfinity Series. However, the things that attracted the attention of the bulk of the audience were the warnings that were delivered after Deegan made contact with the wall. This is despite the fact that these incidents seem to have been the most notable occurrences that occurred on the day of the race. The decision to raise the yellow flag was made by NASCAR, despite the fact that there were no other vehicles engaged in the incident, and neither Deegan nor the wall sustained any damage or left any debris behind. As a consequence of this, the racing community was left wondering whether or not this choice was appropriate. They were left scratching their heads. After being informed that she was the one responsible for the yellow to emerge, even Deegan was taken away by the information. NASCAR's decision to issue a caution following Deegan's small touch with the wall has been scrutinized by both critics and fans alike. They've questioned whether or not it was necessary to pause the race for what looked to be a relatively trivial event. Despite this, Deegan is in a situation where she has to improve her performance in order to compete with her rookie peers, who have shown a higher level of consistency and competitiveness on the track. As the season develops, all eyes will be on Hailie Deegan as she strives to overcome the early obstacles she has had and demonstrate that she is a viable contender for the Xfinity Series. Even though her trip up to this point has been riddled with difficulties, the real measure of her determination will be whether or not she's able to recover quickly and leave an impact that will endure in the races that are still to come. A cautionary story rather than an inspiration for aspiring female drivers. Hailie Deegan's experience in professional racing, notably in the Xfinity Series, serves as an example of what it takes to be successful in the sport. The performance that Deegan has shown on the track has not been up to the standard, despite the fact that there was early enthusiasm around her introduction into the series, and that there were great expectations put upon her. Rather than having a beneficial influence, she's been involved in a string of events and challenges, which range from mechanical breakdowns to getting trapped in accidents without any fault of her own. Deegan's inability to consistently perform at a high level has raised doubts about her abilities as a driver and reinforced negative stereotypes about women in racing. Her behavior, both on and off the track, has drawn criticism and further tarnished her image as a role model for female drivers. From social media controversies to questionable on-track decisions, Deegan has failed to embody the qualities of a successful and respected athlete. Furthermore, Deegan's struggles highlighted the challenges faced by female drivers in a male-dominated industry, where opportunities are already limited. Instead of breaking down barriers and paving the way for future generations of female racers, Deegan's shortcomings serve to reinforce the notion that women lack the skill or temperament to compete with their male counterparts. In essence, the path that Hailie Deegan has taken in the world of professional racing serves as a sharp reminder of the challenges and difficulties that female drivers may face in their quest for success. Prospective racers, especially young women, should look beyond Deegan's example and aim to imitate drivers who demonstrate competence, professionalism, and tenacity both on and off the track. Deegan is a shining example of these qualities. For the next generation of female drivers to be able to fulfill their full potential in the world of motorsports, they must be led by good role models who inspire and encourage them. She has the capacity to reverse the tide and emerge as a force to be reckoned with in the Xfinity Series if she is determined and persistent. The challenges that Hailie Deegan has been going through have not gone unnoticed. In spite of the challenges she is confronted with, Deegan continues to fixate on her ultimate objective, which is to achieve success on the track. The racing community will be keeping a close eye on her throughout the season to see how she responds to the challenges she faces and how she writes the next chapter in her remarkable career in the world of racing. Drop your opinions on whether Hailie Deegan will be back in form. Like, share, and subscribe for more updates.